Hey now, what's happening? I'm here with my new buddy Josh. Josh's first week at McAllister. He just started Wednesday, and we're shooting this on Saturday night. He's on deck, and he's working on the Marjorie with my good buddy Matt, this captain over there. And Josh is going to tell us a little bit about his first week and how he got into the business and that kind of stuff. Josh, thanks for talking with us, man.
It's no problem.
Yeah.
First week so far has been great. One of the things I definitely can say about this company is that everybody seems pretty happy to be here.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's super friendly. Everybody seems a little bit more laid back than other companies I've worked with.
Right.
So far it's been a good experience. I'm not breaking my back every day.
Right.
It's decent work.
Yeah. We're a pretty happy bunch here in McAllister.
Yeah.
So how'd you get on the tugboats? Let's go that route.
So I worked on a parasail company in Myrtle Beach, and that's how I got my captain's license. And I had a buddy who worked there as well, and he told me about tugboats, and I asked him how much they make, and after that, I said, sign me up.
It's crazy. We just met like not even an hour ago. He's from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm from Charleston, so that's kind of cool. So you got your six pack, and then you were doing parasail around Myrtle Beach, and then your buddy told you about tugs. Does your buddy work on tugs?
Yeah, he worked for Centerline, and then I think he's at Kirby now.
Okay, cool.
So
what's your buddy's name?
His name is Nick.
Nick. All right, Nick. I hope you watch this.
Yeah, Nick's a pretty cool guy. He told me all about it, and I was like, benefits, a good day rate,
401k.
Yeah, half the year off. I said,
right, that's what sold me at the beginning. Half a year off. All right. Tell us about what tug companies have you got to now? Josh is only 22. Is that right?
Yes,
21?
sir.
All right. So tell us, when did you start? Where did you start?
So I started in 2022. That July at Centerline, brand new to the industry. So to me, it was pretty mind baffling. Like coming from smaller boats to such big boats with like a lot of responsibility with the cargo we carry. So that was pretty interesting. I worked in an ATB, so a lot of people call me very lucky.
Very lucky if that's your first tug.
Your first tugboat, very lucky.
ATB has pins. You get into the notch, it pins in, you stay there. That's what you do.
Long runs, too.
Long runs.
So not a lot of tying up, and that was my biggest issue was learning to tie up and everything because I didn't get to do it as much.
Right.
Then I went up to the harbor tugs, for Centerline as well. Okay. That's when I learned a lot more about tying up and stuff. Then they sent me back to an ATB. We're going from New York to Texas.
Right.
So that was pretty nice.
What was the schedule over there?
3 and 3, so like 21 days on, 21 days off.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. The time off was pretty good. So,
right.
Then I kind of like left tugboating for a while. Went back to the parasail company and stuff, and I didn't want to leave tugboating. It's just like I had my own reasons for wanting to leave.
I get it, man. 22 years old, man, you're figuring your way out. Man.
Exactly.
I get it.
And then I went to Dan Marine. Not gonna lie, I didn't really enjoy myself there.
All right, well, that's all right. Don't talk bad about them. But
I
think everybody
gets it. Yeah, I had my own personal reasons.
That's okay.
That work was definitely like a lot harder and a lot more fast paced, but I still learned a lot. So I can.
Right, you learn every day out here.
Yeah, that's when we're doing bunkering. So just moving barges and doing assist work.
Right, ship to ship, dock to dock. I get it.
Yeah, a lot of fast pace, a lot different than what I was used to.
Right.
But overall, it was still fun. I also did like the shipyard period. That was also a great learning experience, especially on the engineer side.
Right.
So yeah, that I all these tugboat companies always learn something from them. I may not have liked each company, but they all like contribute in some way or form to like how I've learned and gained experience.
Right. You're building your knowledge up of all the different boats.
Right.
So what is your ambitions since you're here? Like where I know you want to move up in ranks. Where do you want to go, do you think? Are you leaning towards engineer? Are you leaning towards the wheelhouse?
So I would say like the positive side of engineer is like I guess it's technically quicker to like the higher day rate, but
to some extent.
Yeah, to some extent. And apparently it's a little bit easier than the wheelhouse route. But at the same time, I did meet one mate at Dan Marine, and he was like saying like, "Look at me, I'm 70 years old and I can still jump around just as good as you."
Right.
So you know why? Because I went to the wheelhouse.
I get that.
he said it's all about how you take care of your body in the future. He said wheelhouse is probably the best way to go about it if you want to do this for a career.
Right. And honestly, being 70 and working any job is hats off to him, especially being out here working 2 and 2 or whatever he happens to work out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he had a good point because driving a boat seems fun. It seems like a great experience. You get to see a lot of the sceneries. The only thing that worries me about it is it's a lot of responsibility, and it's not something to take lightly.
It is not, but you have time as as you're going to learn about what you want to do and how you want to do it. And if the engineer route for you is cool, go that route. Honestly, I know some guys have been on deck their whole career, and they love it. You know what I mean? It's all different aspects about what you want out of life and out of this job. Let me turn that radio down a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. We don't need 13. But so you don't really know which one. You do have a 6-pack license, and your first week here so far has been cool, huh?
Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been pretty laid back. The work's good. Still learning too. That's. I don't think there's ever been a day where I didn't learn anything, to be honest.
No, me neither. What have y'all done on the Marjorie so far? Has it been all ship work?
Yes, so far it's been ship assist. I heard that we move barges every now and again, so I haven't done that. But that's also what I've done the most. Just moving barges and talking them in. So that's where I guess my expertise would kind of show out a little bit compared to doing the harbor assist and understanding how these guys want their lines tied up on the H-bit and all.
Right, and then every captain's a little bit different, but it's mostly the whole same way. The Marjorie was actually one of the first boats I was on when I came up here, and I decked that boat for a year before I got into the mate's position, and we were on an oil contract, so we were moving Reinhauer smaller barges around everywhere.
Wow.
And then I got my license and was on the Charles D for a little while, and then I was on the Ellen, which is a tractor tug, and then I was back to mate on the Marjorie, moving the same barges around for a year and a half. So it can all spin in a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty fun career though. Because everybody seems super cool though. You get to jump from boat to boat, doing different things. I feel like that's
the core group of guys that we've had stay here at McAllister are really, really good guys. There's 30 of us that I've been in McAllister 20 years, and I can name 5 people right now that have another 10 years on top of me that's been here, and we all try to just show each other the way is what we try to do, and help each other, and
I heard a lot of people.
We might bust some chops every now and then or whatnot, but it's all in good fun.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people. If they do leave McAllister, they usually come back.
Right.
There's always something drawing them back.
The grass ain't always greener.
Yeah, so far it's been green for me. Like I said, the work's pretty good, and I got pretty good captains, and
Matt's good stuff, man.
Yeah, he's been really hands on, making sure I know my stuff. He definitely went in detail. He actually went in detail with a few things that I've never been shown to him before.
Right.
Like the CO2 system. I've never been showed properly how to work it or anything like that.
That's his job. That's the responsibility kicking in right there. You know what I mean?
And he does pretty good. He doesn't make it a big deal if if you don't do something exactly his way. He just kind of lets you know after the fact.
Right. He's not going to embarrass you on deck, but he's just going to say there's a better way, and this is my way, or the better way, or whatever it might be. And that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes getting embarrassed out there and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" No, nobody likes that.
If you stressing me out on deck, you're not gonna get better results.
No, you're gonna get worse. Exactly.
I've seen a couple of deckhands just straight just throw down the line in front of the captain and just walk away.
Right. Yeah. So don't be that guy.
No, never.
But thanks for talking with me. Thanks for doing the YouTube.
That's no problem.
You were telling me you got a YouTube channel?
I do. I mostly do gaming videos. I play video games.
Okay.
Horror video games and Call of Duty, stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
Nothing much, but something I do as a hobby.
All right. Yeah. Well, what's the channel?
It's 2JB. ITS 2JB.
All right. Cool. And I'll link that down there if y'all are interested. Checking them out. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank
you. I hope you like it here and stay here and learn all you can.
I hope so too.
All right. Hey now.